What up, my freaks? Ruinous Insight here with part 27 of my Total War Warhammer 3 modded Taurox the Brass Bull campaign. So as we saw last time, the bigger, better bullying continued as Taurox took on Alberic and absolutely destroyed his forces. It was no problem at all, and we are now down near Castle Brion taking on Carcassonne, as in no longer Kurun, because Kurun is nearly destroyed and we should follow up to destroy it relatively soon, hopefully. I'm actually really surprised that they didn't get confederated by Carcassonne, as they did get confederated by Carcassonne in my Grimgore campaign way earlier than this, as in having taken a lot less damage than they did here, but oh well. Interesting for them. We shall see whether it leads to anything. Now, in terms of what we gotta do this time, definitely end the turn and get Sidhu Bilehorn and his Pestigors fighting here. I'm really hopeful that these guys will sally out, and they got some good stuff. Blood Knights, Terrorgeist, Cairn Wraiths, and a full stack, which got some good stuff as well there. And the other thing we gotta see about moving and taking revenge for Wolfric annoying us again. Should have destroyed him after all. Lesson learned, and we will try to do so ASAP. David Hasselhoof and the Cornate Army, you're going to Athelloren, so please, away you go. And Sidhu, you cannot move, or at least you don't want to move. And I guess Aberku's the only one that does. So, Aberku, I would like you to hit Wulfric, and let's hope that we can get an ambush happening. If we can't, we can't. It would be mildly annoying, but what can you do? His army is actually fairly heavily damaged as well. Come on, ambush time. Yes, dice. Pyrrhic. Really? Pyrrhic victory? Alright, this is kind of a waste of our time. He's so heavily damaged, so we're just going to auto-resolve him. We'll find a better... Wow, our Cygors. Seriously. Auto-resolve despises Beastmen. What the heck is this? Why would you hurt our Cygors so much? I mean, damn. I'm almost tempted to heal up a little. I shouldn't have auto-resolved that. I really shouldn't have auto-resolved that. Oh, man. I don't think the auto-resolve hates any faction half as much as it hates the Beastmen, which is unfortunate because it makes them, well, not so much more difficult to play, but more tedious to play, which you really don't want for a faction that's all about avoiding the relative tedium of admin. Why add this level of tedium? And I don't know whether they did it on purpose, but yeah. Anyway, I just take the money. Take the money and you just can't reach the place. Alright, so go into Hidden Encampment and heal up, or actually just go into Raiding and heal up a little bit. And then we'll proceed to either move down to Wulfric again or to destroy the Slaaneshi. Now, the Slaaneshi might actually attack Gwalkazar, but I don't think we care about that either. Frankly, we don't care about any of our herd stones anymore. Not that we ever really did all that much, but that one we haven't even invested into, so it doesn't matter. Aberku, this guy, you were going to, I guess, quell animosity. Karl is still hanging around, and we're still building our piles upon piles of, I want to say Forsaken Spawn. In fact, I was just wondering whether we could build more spawn to replace our 1-2 gore herds, but I guess not for now. Anyway, let's end the turn, and let's see if our Pestigors will get the chance to fight that they've been looking for. I will also want to double check whether we have any room for more Wargors, but alas, we do not, so we're looking good. End turn. Alright, come on, Otto von Karstein. And let's see where you are. Let's see you move. Let's see you fight those chosen Pestigors, especially since the auto-resolve hates us so much. You should be brave then, and think that you will win this, no? And what is this? You're attacking Taurox? You're attacking Taurox. You people are attacking Okay, okay. I have never seen the like, Eloise of the Braid. Eloise, probably. Brave, very brave. Soon to be dead, but very brave nonetheless. Away we go. Alrighty, well, a pleasant surprise here. Let's see how we do. We are very tired, and once again, in SFO, vigor loss is pretty darn massive. We've got 3 armies that are coming in from various sides of the field, and a decent amount of units, various types of knights. I see Knights of the Realm, Knights Errant, and I think some questing knights as well, and plenty of range units on top of all that. Now, there's those questing knights, Knights Errant, there's a trebuchet. We'll see how much damage we can do to the first army before the other 3 get, or the other 2 rather, and get here. In fact, this is why we've deployed the entire battle line of Minotaurs forward. The other guys, the 2 mages and the Gorgons and the Gorbals, they cannot Vanguard deploy, so they're gonna have to play catch up while we lay into the enemy with Taurox and with the rest of the Minotaurs. Unfortunately, this portion of the map is in the shadows, although it's actually still reasonably visible, even if it is a little dark. Well, we can't have every map to be bright, and at least Taurox glows in various ways, and so is very easy to spot. Alrighty, away we go. Here come the Minotaurs, laying into whatever enemies they can. Gonna silence all of those range units as well, and at least force them to engage. Also, obviously trying to play a little bit of rock, paper, scissors and send the anti-large Bulgors to fight the enemy knights, while the shielded and the axe marauders, Minotaurs, try their best to go after enemy infantry. But at the end of the day, whatever's closest is what they will fight. Another Wissen's wild form comes down on our unit, the Utter Menaces here, for example, bringing their armor up to 90. Alright, and that should make at the very least the men-at-arms extremely ineffective at us. And ooh, wow, this questing knight took like 3 blows from Minotaurs, and good job to him. Took a little bit of a while to bring the questing knight down, which does make sense. Questing knights are like the best knight in the sense of cost effectiveness. As in, it's generally better to build piles of questing knights than it is to build piles of Grail knights, just because they're ludicrously expensive by comparison, and also harder to acquire in terms of tier and stuff. Plus, the questing knights with their great swords have armor piercing over that of the Knights of the Realm. Anyway, how are we doing? Balance of power is actually about 50-50 right now, and the first of the reinforcements has arrived on the field. The second one is bringing up the rear, and it looks like 40 enemy units are on the field altogether, which means more reinforcements are to come, but only once we send some of the rest off the field. Minotaurs, well, not much to say for you tactically. You're just going to have to work through all of these units. A Vile Tide lighting up the darkness, and a Flock of Doom will follow along as well. And amidst the Flock of Doom, we have the Blood Brute spinning, killing, and winning. At least I hope winning. Wait, you're the Blood Brute, right? Yeah, okay. Honestly, it's dark, so it's actually kind of hard to see whether it was the Blood Brute or a regular Gorgon. Alright, and we've got plenty more Knights of the are being devolved at the current time. That don't mean they're going to stop. And ooh, I like seeing the fire arrows lighting up the dark as well. And not bad, not bad. It's nice to have a dark battle once in a while, just not too often. Alright, how are we doing? Balance of power is still roughly even, and we have started to take damage on a few of our units. Gonna try to re-blob up a little bit, regroup, and make sure that we protect our mages, as the enemy does have a tendency to try to go after them and kill them. And with regards to the regrouping, however, obviously that doesn't include Taurox. Taurox is a 1 bull army, and he can do whatever he pleases with 0 repercussions. So we can get everybody else together in a Death Star while Taurox runs around hunting single entities. Frankly, he doesn't care about all the men-at-arms, and these are wood elves or high elves? Some kind of elves. Glade Guard. Couldn't quite pick them apart, and there we go. The Paladin moves in to meet Taurox in battle by the looks of it. Taurox, hit him. And oh, you got it. Just as Taurox gets ready to actually attack him. He tries to run away, and Taurox doesn't appreciate that, so he's going to keep whacking away. And there's the Bloodbeast activation, and try to chase through the rest of those units while the Flock of Doom comes down, and we continue working on the enemy. The Death Star has once again reformed, though we are very much surrounded, and getting hit by Knights, constantly cycle charging, all the while enemy range hits come in as well. And that Paladin, or another Paladin, no, that's a Lord, tried to move into the center of the Death Star, probably to kill one of the mages and that the Death Star is protecting, but that clearly didn't work out. And frankly, all of these Knights moving in to attack the Gorgons are just going to get themselves killed. Out of curiosity though, with the amount of range damage... Okay, wait, not you. You're touched by the rune right now. Gorgon Ramsey, I want to see here. So you have 10% ward save, 10% physical, and 30% missile. Could use a little bit more missile resistance. But I suppose because of the regeneration, we can still out-heal range damage, at the very least from Bretonnian archers. Whether that's going to be the same once we encounter piles upon piles of Wood Elven archers, remains to be seen, as they're obviously going to be hitting quite a little bit harder. And nice pile of burning arrows, a little bit of singed flesh for the Gorgons, but frankly that's just going to make them angrier, if that's actually possible. We are getting constantly poisoned by the pox arrows, however. But the Death Star continues to hold, and Taurox has made his way back into it, but mostly to try to fight the enemy Lord. Activate Bloodbeast to make sure that the enemy can't get in your way, and... okay, one blow. Give him another blow and bring him down, together with that hippogriff of his. And down he goes. Fantastic. And another spin to win sort of kill, or roll to win, I guess. Taurox does certainly like delivering killing blows in that manner. And bounce power continues to creep in our favor, about 70% now. Another Paladin. Damn, these guys just keep on getting pallies. We can see both of our mages are down to about 25% HP, and one of them has even reached his healing cap due to using a healing potion. Gonna have to be real careful. There's another Lord flying around, probably looking to drop down on those mages yet again, but we can't really target him in the middle of all this. Alright, Death Stars stay together, but soon, once the Knights are done, we will be able to move apart and separate the army and go after all these massive piles of arrow units. Though frankly, we should in theory be able to outlast them, and if we really wanted to, we could just force them to run out of ammunition and kill them in that manner. Taurox once again continues acting on his own. Once he's killed off all the Paladins and Lords that he can reach, he can just run around looking for questing Knights and just generally killing in all directions. While the rest of the army is going to reposition itself, now heading towards the biggest blob of remaining Knights and a decent pile of enemy range units as well. Another Vile Tide comes in. I wish this like little fog effect that it does would persist just a little bit longer, because it's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice fog effect. I do enjoy it. Alright, damn, this battle's been going on for a while. 8.5 minutes. Damn. It might have been one of the longest battles, if not the longest battle in the campaign so far, and taking quite some time for these Bretonnians to rout. I guess because we have all lost the vigor, they keep thinking that they have a chance here. And frankly, this is probably the biggest chance that the Bretonnian faction has had, so in their defense, it's not like they don't. Alrighty, how are we doing now? Appreciate all the lighting, and oh, the glow from the touch by the moon. Huh. Wait, so... oh, that's interesting. The glow only appears when you can see the thing over the banner. It doesn't actually glow like this when you hide that. That's really interesting. And so it's an effect on the banner rather than on the units themselves, which was kind of unexpected. And hey, Taurox found himself another Paladin. Hey, get out of Taurox's way. You're not going to kill even half as fast as he is. It's better to allow him to do his thing, rather than using your mass to move that paladin away. That probably works out in the paladin's favor. But I guess, I mean, you can't really tell the Spirit of Gorok what to do. Alright, and with that, I do believe the battle is nearly ours. The balance of power is about 90%, maybe 85% in our favor, but by the looks of it, a lot of the enemy range units are out of ammunition, and there is one big blob here that once we charge, and the enemy will probably be done. Spirit of Gorok's moving away while Taurox is able to duel one more paladin, and the rest of the army will head towards those piles of range units. But at least in the Death Star formation, we can continue buffing everybody around the heroes that provide buffs, and any kind of auras as well. So it should keep us at least a little bit safer. The fields are littered with dead knights and many times as many, and dead peasants, and they will all melt away under the acid rain of Devolve, but we won't be seeing that as the battle is finally over, and we've got a lot of chasing to do, or at the very least, as best we can in terms of chasing, because, well, the army, or one of the armies spawned here, and thus a decent pile of those units ran immediately off screen here. If I were to fight this again, I would have probably, since they attacked us, stayed in the center. The main issue with that would have been that we wouldn't have been able to then Vanguard deploy and destroy that other army, as the second army came onto the field right behind them. The AI simply would have waited for the reinforcements to arrive rather than doing that. But anyway, a very long battle, very nice. We'll chase the rest off screen. Let's see how much damage we took and how much damage we did. Hey, we got a Talisman of Preservation out of that, and damn well did we deserve it. A 10-minute straight pitched battle for Taurox's army. It's practically unheard of, and the vigor loss reduction that we suffered from the... honestly, we should get bigger dread rewards for that sort of thing, but anyway, the vigor loss reduction that we suffered from being in a raiding stance was what contributed quite a bit to that, I think. And, well, it also made it a very good battle with the very high kill counts and very high damage counts pretty much all around. Very nice on everybody. 69.9, nice, very nice. K damage on Taurox himself, and he actually beat both casters as well, though maybe I shouldn't be that surprised, as despite not being a caster, he does have a habit of roundly beating casters in the battle. Now, 27k Theseus's Bane. I think you guys did the best out of all the non-Taurox or hero looking units. Funnily enough, the Gorbles don't seem to get much in the way of kills, but they do have a habit of chasing around single entities or low model units, so that does explain as to why. Taurox doesn't care. He kills everything, and he does it very, very well. A very good all-around hero. Anyway, we're going to sacrifice all those captives. And I was very happy with that. And it's funny, just okay, this is not an army. You die. I don't feel like fighting that. We could win it, obviously, if the auto-resolve, which generally screws us over, says that we could win it, we could win it. And at this point in the campaign, I'm more inclined to watch our god armies fight, rather than just a bunch of randos. Enemy killed in battle, settlement receives plague, yada yada yada. I'm sure we still have to fight one of the Kislefite legendary lords. What was I saying before all of that distracted me? Oh, right. I believe it was last episode, I said, oh, wow, Taurox, it's unfortunate that he can never have another heroic battle because, well, he just does too well, but that's clearly not true, as he just got one. The game just had to make me look like a liar, didn't it? Well, I appreciate it, game, or do I? And, ooh, Deathmaster Snitch. I mean, we could run past this and go after Deathmaster Snitch and help Malagor out a little bit. Not so much to help him, but we have to go around this way anyway. Though at the same time, I don't want to take too long through this, as we are once again trying to hurtle towards the campaign's conclusion. But anyway, Taurox, how are we going to move you? If we take out this army, we could take Grouse and go back. Oh wait, we have you here, Torbidouz, which has all of this, including Grouse, but not including Vizaya, which is a capital. And being a capital might be a ooh. 2 stacks with Deathmaster Snitch himself. Granted, he'd have no chance against Taurox, but it might be worth our time to fight. Alright, well, let's give this a shot. First of all, you're headed to Castle Brienne, and we will obviously auto-resolve this. Hopefully it doesn't hurt our mages too much. Of course it hurt our mages. Damn it, game. Why are you doing this? Elude and raise, and stop moving. Go into Juggernaut raiding, and ow! That completely killed all your movement, despite having max movement. Oh, Taurox. No, buddy. Why? Well, not much we could do about that, I guess. That was a little bit disappointing, but what can you do? He had full movement, but the raising took it all away. I should have gone after this and then raised Grouse instead, and then gone back for Castle Brienne, but, well, whatever. Whatever, we will move at a later date at another time, etc. What we do want is a Wargore for you. But we also need to build your Wargore thing. Also, these guys are for the Slaaneshi army, so you and you go that way. We also need to increase the capacity of Wargores, and we need to increase the capacity of Bestigores for Kaz. A moment. How close is Morgor? It's actually fairly far. It would take a Wargore a long time to travel to him, which makes me think that we should indeed build one on Kaz and then send one up there. We have a Tactician. Although the character aura leadership effect would be useless for Morgor. Wait, was there another Wargore that we needed? Yes, we needed another one for you. Ungroll the Wildheart. Assuming, of course, we don't use Lakshi Manseeker for that purpose. He's still trying to follow Taurox around. That movement range, that extra 15% movement range, would have allowed him to reach Nathan Koldak here. Oh, damn it. Okay, well, David Hasselhoof, keep moving, buddy, keep moving. Ignore all the Skaven stuff. And then you, Ungroll, keep following. Wait, can you go further in Beastmen jumping or Beast Paths? No, apparently not. Alright. Both of you still have a fairly, actually not that long way to travel. We're nearly there, or at least to the outskirts of the wooded territories. Then, Slaaneshi, you're good to go. Minus the Razorgore chariots, but, you know, we'll do that later. Go into Beast Paths and move far as you can. And there we go. The Slangors are heading towards Karl Franz to destroy him for good, and then... You know what I should have done? I should have sent David Hasselhoof to destroy Fort Beret. Ungroll, we're gonna have you do it. I think the piggies can handle it. Frankly, it should probably be auto-resolvable. It's level 1, they're not building it up, so... I'm glad that I just remembered it just now, because otherwise it would have been annoying. Kislev, is there anything there? No, there is not. Oh, are you guys not even defending Kislev? Don't tell me that was your one army. And we will... Yeah, it's a special herdstone for us. All it does is nothing. Okay. Maybe it does do something, but we can't see. Let's find out in a sec. Yeah, what? Where is the Ice Queen? What is she doing? Ah, raise Herdstone, please. Alright, and while you're raising Herdstone, Forbidden Rod, nice, so we will see what this does for us. Yeah, it does nothing. It's a special Herdstone that does nothing. Game. Why you being confusing today? I would like you to build the Pelt Totem. Just frickin' build it. Build the Wargore for yourself, while we still have the Wargore capacity increases for the next few turns. And also, Kislev, yeah, that's a nice blood ground. That's a very nice blood ground indeed. Alright, and you know what? We're rapidly running out of time, so I think we're just gonna go straight into another battle. Waldenhof still has to be taken. I was hoping that they would sally out, but they didn't. But they did give us some battering rams, some siege towers which we can use to get up those walls, so I think that should be good enough. We'll have a little bit of a tough time with our Hounds of Pestilence not being able to go through, but it's not like the enemy has range units to annoy us with, so I think we'll be just fine. It is time for the debut of the Pest. Well, you know, this could probably be a long battle. Maybe I'll actually save this to next episode. I know, that was such a tease, but... Taurox's battle took quite a while, and there's other stuff that we need to do, and there's no guarantee that we'd get a good battle like that next episode. And I'd rather dedicate a full episode to Khorne. Not to Khorne, to Nurgle. But to Khorne as well, just at a different time. Also, this is part of the Blood Ground. Yes, yes. So Khazrak, go raise this. Like so, yeah, there's basically nothing there. Raise it, and raise in advance, I guess, but don't advance this way. You gotta advance the right way, my friend. And do we go for this place? Do we care about it? Not particularly. Go here and hopefully raise both of these essentially at once. And that way we can start on the Golden Order while we're here. And keep looking for a decent battle. Keep looking for Balthazar Gelt. Who else needs to move this turn? Malagor? What do we have at Potes? Potes, maybe? And who are you again? Karak. Oh. You're the warrior for this army. With the poor Cygors that got so badly damaged, but, well, not a big deal. Stain rating stance, and you know what? How many territories do you have? 4. 1, 2, 3, and then there is one up here. You know what? Maybe we take this one out, loop through the loop through these territories. Hopefully he doesn't come back, but at least this way we can go to Gwalkazar, and by being near Gwalkazar, heal up the Cygors a lot more, and at the same time, and be a little bit closer to... Yeah, I'm not wasting time repairing you. Be a little bit closer to our Wargor, and this actually barely heals them more. Damn, alright, never auto-resolving with the Cygors again. That completely screwed us over. We really need the bonus healing that the Wargor will offer. Anyway, take out Potes or Potes, and... okay, that's obviously not worth fighting. And of course that's going to hurt our giants, and our non-giants. Loot and raise it again, though, because we are right beside our own territory. So we can move here, and then we can simply beast paths up to this place while being reasonably healed up. It ain't too bad. And this is a blood ground, yeah, Clan Eshin is pretty much done. We still want somebody to fight Deathmaster Snitch, and I'm hoping that it'll be Taurox. Sidhu, you will fight next episode. There's some admin to do, some dread to spend, and probably some heroes to send around, and maybe another hero to build somewhere, but I think I'll do that between the episodes, and that I will call this one here. Next episode, I promise, and tease or not, we will start the episode off with the attack on Waldenhof with the Nurglite forces, and then do whatever else we need to do. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to leave a like and comment below. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.